Start recording. Right. Okay. So you are very welcome. You're very welcome joining me, especially from the land of the Queen. We're waiting for others to join us. How are the children doing? How's your family? Hope everybody's doing just fine. Welcome to this webinar titled Stress is Not Your Enemy. I'm glad you're finally here. Thank you so much for honoring my invitation to a new path. Today, I'm going to show you that stress is not the enemy, and I will also share 7 myths that are destroying your health as a working mom and what to do instead. Are we ready? So we're going to have a conversation tonight. Like I've said, it's not one-way traffic. So just help me keep the chat box very busy with your comments and all the good stuff. I understand that a number of moms who registered may not be able to join us in here tonight, but it's fine, they'll catch the replay. So I will be recording, like I said, and you will also get the replay as well. So you can digest all the gists very, very, very well. So I know you're tired. It's the end of the day. It's midweek. We just want to rest, but indulge me by getting your serious notebook and a pen. I said serious notebook because I know that our children are specialists in practicing writing in our jotters and our diaries. But you know that one notebook that you hide far away so that they will not disturb the book with their jaga writing, right? Go and bring out that notebook for me because she will need all this content later. And I also want you to write down your questions because as we proceed, I might be able to speak to that question with my further presentation. So if the questions are still questions at the end of the webinar, then I'll take all the questions you will have at that time. Is that okay? Yes, so don't leave me alone. No. Join me in the chat box. Join me in the chat box, right? Okay, so welcome. I see that we are increasing. Hello, Folayemi. Thanks for joining. Where are you joining me from? How has your day been? All right, so we'll just proceed, right? We'll just proceed. So like I said, engage me in the chat box, please. As I'm asking you the questions, just leave me a message in the chat box. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how it's going and all that. But questions, let's keep till the end, right? So I'll start with a story. I'll start with a story. Once upon a time, in a land far away, as sunset drew near, there was a terrible storm, so bad that the river overflowed its bank. Yeah, Folayemi, I see you from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining. So as I was saying with the story, on the other side of the river, there was a woman and 2 men who desperately needed to cross over to get into town. As the storm eventually subsided, it was already quite dark. And yeah, so as the storm subsided, it was quite dark and there were no longer any boats to take them home. The men could swim, and since it wasn't such a large body of water, they started getting ready to swim across. The woman began to cry profusely, saying, I need to get home to my baby tonight. I can't swim. Don't mind my fake cry. And then she cried some more. One of the men walked up to the woman and reassured her. He told her he was going to carry her across the water, which he did. She was super excited and grateful as they bade each other farewell on the other side. The 2 men had a conversation as they proceeded on their journey home. For ease of reference, let's call the man that helped the woman D and the other man S. So S said to D, did you forget that our master commanded that we should not talk to a woman? You not only spoke to that woman, you even carried her, he said angrily. What woman? D responded. The woman you just helped across the river, S said. And then D took a glance at S and said very slowly, it looks like you are the only one that is still carrying a woman. I have moved on from that, but you still carry her mentally in your mind. So I have a very big question for you guys. I know work was demanding today. Traffic was terrible. That person misbehaved and so on and so forth. But can you be like D and move on from all that? Don't be like S that keeps carrying on past issues. In fact, issues that were not even his business. Let's leave the stress outside this webinar. Come in here like D, looking forward to new learning, new opportunities, better experiences, and all the good stuff tonight, okay? Whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good reports, think on these things. So do we have a deal that we're going to leave all the stress outside the door of this webinar? As you step in here, step in without the stress, okay? Be like D, moving forward, forward facing, okay? Great, amazing. I can't see any yeses in the comment section. Are we leaving our stress at the door? Are we moving ahead? Don't carry any stress on your head inside here. Well done. Thank you for lying me. I see that. I see that. I see that. We are leaving all the stress at the door. Thank you for everyone that is joining. You are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Thank you again. So I'm almost certain that for a lot of us, this is probably not the first time you'll be learning about stress and healthy living. So the first thing I'd like to say is that if you failed at stress management or sustaining healthy habits, it's really not your fault. Though. There's a lot of information out there. And as such, it can be confusing. I get it. And I get you. And if you're feeling a bit confused, let's blame it on Google. I know if you type stress management, sorry, let me just take a pause. Can we all see my screen? Let me just take that pause and ask. If you can see my screen, just say, yes, we can. Or screen, just type screen in the chat box. If you can see my screen, just type screen in the chat box. I want to be sure because something just popped up to say participants can now see your screen. Screen, yes, thank you. One person, great, great, great. I'm glad you can. So if you're feeling confused about this stress management and healthy living thing, I don't blame you because if you go to Google now and type stress management for moms, you will get 1,000 answers pop up in less than a second. So how won't we be confused? How won't we be confused, right? How won't we be confused? So if you have concluded in the past that you cannot effectively manage stress and stay healthy as a working mom, I want you to put those fears to rest today. Yes, you can effectively manage stress as a working mom. You can. You just need the right person to show you how and walk you through it. If you've ever thought that healthy living should not be so hard, you're right. And that is why I'm here to show you the simple steps, the easy steps you can take to a sustainable journey, to start a sustainable journey to a healthier you as soon as possible. That is exactly why I am here. So my goal tonight is to help working moms, entrepreneurs or employed who want a balanced, healthy life without the stress or overwhelm. If that describes you, then you are in the right place. You are in the right place if that is you, okay? Right. So the only way to effectively manage stress as a very busy working mom and unveil a sustainably healthier version of yourself is to maximize you. So stress is not the enemy. The secret is out. You are. So if you're stressed, you're overwhelmed, you're burnt out, you're unhealthy, you're exhausted, whatever the word is that describes what you're feeling, it's all on you. I know you're thinking, Ruth, what are you saying now? You just said it's not my fault. How come I'm the enemy again? Don't worry. We will unwrap the entire gist as we go on in this webinar. So just stay tuned, stay with me, don't go anywhere. And at the end of this webinar, I'll also be giving a few willing moms an opportunity to work with me one-on-one so they can implement everything that we will be discussing today and so much more. Are we ready for that? Are we pumped? Are we pumped? Are we pumped? Are we ready? Am I the only one excited here? Okay. So not to assume that you know me already. I can see a few people that know me in the house, but not to assume that you know me already. My name is Ruth Oni, aka the Seniors Enthusiast, aka the Longevity Preacher. Those who know, I'm just going to leave that story for now. But I'm a registered nurse from Nigeria. I'm currently practicing in the UK. I'm extremely passionate about seeing people live their best lives in good health for as long as possible. Hence the following expressions of me. I organize a program called Grace Soiree, a free quarterly event for elderly moms, for elderly women Elderly people. See, moms have entered my brain. It's a free program for elderly people, not only moms, not only women, elderly people. And so we attend to their holistic needs here, physically, mentally, and socially. And I've run this for a couple of years now. And thankfully, we have a few healthy seniors to show for it, right? I am also a health and wellness coach, and I'm currently helping moms transition from a path of stress and overwhelm, being stuck, etc., into a sustainably healthier life. Allow me to tell you a few more interesting things about myself. I'm married to a very loving husband, and together we have 2 children, Emmanuel and Anoluapo, aged 7 and 5 respectively. Guess what? I've been a victim of chronic stress and burnout. And this worsened after I moved to the UK a while back. Working full-time while trying to build my business on the side. I had 2 young children, no living help. My husband used to work far away from home. I understood the real definition of overwhelm, trust me. To think that I was loudly passionate about longevity and I appeared to be on the opposite lane in my real life felt hypocritical. However, I genuinely wanted to, I still want to, I wanted to, and I still want to live very long in good health and impact till I breathe my last. So I knew that I had to find a sustainable way out of the rough that was chipping off the block of my life in bits. After several failed attempts, I finally found what worked: my signature YBS framework. This transformed my life in no small measure. Now I share this proven framework with other moms in my Healthier You coaching program. And no one has passed through this program without testifying to significant transformation and indeed a change of lanes. See what one of the moms had to say. Here's what one of my clients had to say. She said, "The wheel of my life looks more rounded than it was at the start of the program. I would definitely recommend, particularly for those who desire to make changes to their health." Okay, so now you know me better, right? Let's proceed to the business of the day. So here's what we will be discussing over the next 45 minutes or so, okay? Secret 1, how to manage stress effectively as a busy mom without hiring additional help, without fighting your spouse to be more supportive. I know we want to hear all about that. Let me see the yes in the comment section. If that one stood out for you, like, what is she going to say about this one? I want to hear it. Okay, if that is one thing that you really want to hear tonight, let me see the yes in the comment section. You guys should not leave me to be talking alone. We are having a conversation here. So if you are interested in hearing this one, how can I manage stress in my life without getting more house helps, without fighting my husband for support? Let me see your yes in the comment section. Secret 2, I'll be breaking 7 myths. Thank you for lying me. 7 myths affecting your health as a working mom and show you that you can do it. Yes, what you can do about it, right? We'll be breaking the myths and we'll be telling you what you can do about it. So you can know what is true and you can run with it. So dump all the lies. Tonight, we are going to know the real truth. We are going to know the real truth. Secret 3, a step-by-step blueprint for knowing exactly how to position yourself for a healthier and balanced life without the harsh diets, long exercise routines, or slimming teas. Okay, this looks like a lot, but let's just get into it. Let's just get into it, right? Let's get into it. So secret 1, we're going with secret 1 right now. When I hear the word busy, trust me, I know the real definition of that. I worked in the banking industry in Nigeria for 8 years. I was in the banking industry. So I've seen the best and the worst of the almighty Third Milan Bridge. If you have experienced Third Milan Bridge, you know what I'm saying. I've had living helps that lasted 3 days with me because I changed them with ease and without guilt, honestly. Are you helping me or you're not helping me? You're not helping me, please go. It doesn't mean I'm not a bad person. I'm a very nice person. But if you are supposed to be a help and you're not helping, my dear, what are you doing here? So I know what it means to be busy, right? I used to think with more support from one more house help, or if my husband was more supportive, I'll be less stressed. Guess what? All that did not work. I was glad to know that I was not alone on these thoughts when I had conversations with a lot of the women in my coaching program. Frankly, I'm sure a lot of us women think like that. We feel like if we can get more support, our stress level will go down. Don't get me wrong, if you can afford it, get as many helps as you can. Our spouses should indeed be more supportive. However, this is the point I'm trying to make. There are women who have several helps and a very supportive husband who are very stressed. Do we agree with that? I just made a statement. There are women who have several helps, a supportive husband, yet they are stressed. Do we agree with that? I want to see agree or disagree, or just say A or D. I don't want to stress my moms too much tonight. If you agree, just type A. If you disagree, just put D. Agree. Thank you. So my point is you can still be very stressed and unhealthy with so many helps and a very supportive husband if you don't befriend the real enemy. On a lighter note though, if you're like me, I sometimes don't even like my husband cooking because all the plates, pots, pans, spoons, everything will be dirty. And that's more work for me. Me, I wash as I cook, but he's just going to use it, but he's improving now. He's improving now. He's getting better. So, right. Okay. So let's do a little science. What is this stress thing all about? Let's break it down. What is this stress thing all about? My screen is falling back. What is this stress thing all about? So as you can see from that circle on the screen, the body is in a state of rest or balance. That's the green arrow, right? The body is in a state of rest or balance. That's what we call homeostasis in science. Leave that part out. But the body is in a state of balance. So just imagine a calm flowing stream, and then you throw a stone into the stream that is just flowing calmly. Imagine how the water will respond in slow motion, right? You throw a stone into a calm flowing stream. Imagine the water's reaction in slow motion. There will be some form of turbulence, right? The water will be destabilized for a bit. And then what happens? It goes under the stone, on top of the stone, around the stone. What does it do? It continues to flow in its calm manner, right? It just goes, lifts the stone and moves on. That is exactly what the design of the body is. So the body is in the green arrow, a state of balance. Then there's a threat or a danger. It could be traffic, it could be deadlines, it could be interviews, it could be the kids, it could be your spouse, it could be financial pressure. There is a threat or danger. It moves you to the red arrow, right? So the brain and body tries to respond to this threat or danger. Are we fighting? Are we flying? What are we doing about it? There's a problem. Let's fight. That's the red arrow. Okay. When all the voila is gone, what happens? Or when all the issues are gone? I don't want to speak too much colloquial English here so that everybody can understand me. When all the turbulence is gone, what happens? You move slowly to the yellow side where you now heal and digest. You are safe now. Let us recover from the turbulence that just happened. And then from the yellow side, you go back to a state of rest and balance. That is how God designed it to be. So from balance, there's a stressor, there's a threat, there's danger, we fight it, we attack it, we run away from it, whatever it is we do. And then we go back to heal and digest. We assimilate all that has happened, and then we move on back to balance. That's what the cycle is meant to be. Stress is normal in life. It is necessary for survival. Can you imagine how life would be if we were in danger? Imagine somebody is trying to punch my face and there's no response. I cannot even respond to that. I just have to, there's nothing like that stress response. I just have to stand and wait for the person to punch me. We will all be dead right now. Do you understand? So stress is necessary for survival. That's why the human race is still existing till now, because there's that stress response. And that's why I'm telling you that it is not the enemy. It is not to blame for your woes. You are responsible for whatever it is you're going through, not the stress, because stress is very vital for survival. However, where the challenge happens is that a lot of us are stuck on the red arrow for days, for weeks, for years. We are permanently in a stress response mode. We are in the red arrow, constantly responding to stress without completing that cycle fully. If we don't complete the cycle and we remain stuck on the red arrow, we then proceed into what we call chronic stress. Okay? Are we getting my grammar? I hope it's simple and clear. Let me see comments saying we get it. Something to say you get it. Let me know that you get it. I'm not just rambling. Okay? Do we understand that arrow? Do we understand that cycle? Right. So I'm waiting for comments, but I'll just go on anyways. So if you remain stuck in the red arrow, that means your body has a lot of secretions, the stress response secretions that are in your body for too long, that are not meant to be there. Thank you for lying me. This is like my best student tonight. Everybody else, where are you? Come on, comment. Let me know that you're getting me. Thank you for lying me, for making me feel alone here. Okay, so the secretions in the body. Yes, so you get the award. The secretions in the body during stress response are not meant to be in the body for too long. So when they are in the body for too long, what happens? They begin to wreak havoc in the body. And these are 10 possible outcomes of chronic stress, aka being stuck on the red arrow. Okay? These are 10 possible things that could happen. Number 1, heart disease, heart attack, high blood pressure, other heart conditions, everything that have to do with the heart. They are critically, mostly caused by chronic stress because we are stuck on that red arrow. Number 2, we have anxiety and depression. Chronic stress is a major cause of anxiety and depression. We have cancer. I bet you didn't know that, right? It's not anybody's portion in Jesus' name, but we also need to play our parts. You just see people who never had cancer in their history coming up with cancer. It's chronic stress is a critical factor for cancer, okay? Another thing is muscle tension and pain. If you're here and you don't have muscle tension and pain, I clap for you. You're doing well. That's a that's a common outcome of chronic stress, weight gain. So if you're wondering why you are struggling to lose weight, you want to check if you're permanently stuck on that red arrow. Number 6, chronic pain and fatigue. You've been having pain in a particular place for weeks, for months. Or you're always tired. You wake up, you're still so tired every time for a long time. When we say chronic, that means it has been prolonged. That's what chronic simply means, right? Digestive problems, ulcer, indigestion, constipation, all these things. Check it. Check it. It might be your stress that is causing it. Memory and concentration issues. You begin to hear things like mommy brain, mom brain, this mom brain. Do you want to check your stress level and see if you're stuck on the red arrow? Maybe that's why you can't remember things. Maybe that's why you can't concentrate. Number 9, trouble having sex. I'm not in the mood every time. Stress is a culprit. Okay? Number 10, shorter lifespan. There's something called telomeres in our bodies that affect how we age. Stress has been found to have a very, very bad effect on these telomeres. And because of the effects they have on the telomeres, we are moved closer to the grave faster because of the effect of stress on our telomeres. So when I say stress kills, literally, I know what I am saying. These and many more are the effects of chronic stress. So what then is the way out? The first one, do you mean mom brain, baby brain is not a thing? I don't think it's a thing, no. I agree it's a thing, but it's just because you're making me take questions in between, but I'll take that anyway. It's just because a lot of times we have normalized the fact that moms will be stressed. And I'm going to get to that. It's one of the myths we're going to break. We have normalized the fact that moms should be stressed. And so because of stress, it might not be only stress, it might be other factors making you forget things, affecting your level of concentration. But because we've normalized stress, we have also normalized this mom brain of a thing. It might be that if you're able to manage your stress, your memory goes back to, in short, maybe can even be improved than the way it was even before you had a baby. Okay, so I don't want us to normalize it. I don't want us to just take that title and say, okay, I'm having mom brain. No, it doesn't have to be that way. Do you want to just check your stress levels and see maybe I'm not managing my stress well. Maybe that's why I'm forgetting things so much. Well, so I'm just going to leave that short answer with that for now. Okay. So what's the way out? What's the way out? The first one is a quick answer that will provide respite in the short term. However, without number two, it will not be sustainable and effective for too long. Okay. Number one simply is complete your stress cycles. So move from red to yellow and from yellow to green. If you remember that, that's fantastic. You remember that cycle I just showed you now, right? So move from red to yellow and yellow to green. You have to do that by yourself, right? Nobody is going to do it for you. And I will show you how to complete your stress cycles shortly. But you know, nobody is going to do that for you, right? The second long-term answer would be maximize you. There are strengths that are unique to only you, deposited in you, particularly for your journey, for your peculiar journey, okay? If you don't identify and convert these strengths from mere potential to power, we will be permanently stuck in that stress rut. So in summary, you have the keys to managing your stress levels. No one else does. The keys are in your pockets, okay? They're in your hands. I'm going to hand them to you tonight. So all I'm about to share on the screen right now are things you can Google. But the difference now is that you will be doing them with more understanding. So what I'm talking about is beyond mere self-care as widely promoted. It's more about completing your stress cycles, distressing, okay? Stressors are so natural to life such that we may be facing stressors and not even know it. However, if we make it a daily part of our routine to regularly distress, close stress cycles, we will prevent chronic stress and its outcome. So be intentional about closing your stress cycles. Even when you don't feel like you have gone through stress, or you can't even pick the stressor you went through, or the threat or danger that faced you today, it's fine. Just make it a routine to close, to just distress, okay? Whether cycles are opened or not, I'm just going to close cycles anyway. That's what I'm teaching here. So number one is move your body. Move your body. Dancing counts. Take a walk. Exercise. Run. Whatever it is you prefer. Just move. Just move. Okay? Just move your body. 2 minutes, please. Okay. So whatever it is, just make sure you move your body. Number two, breathe. Breathe. Okay, we're going to do a very quick practice. Hey, these people are just gonna, okay. Looks like they might be shutting me out in a few minutes, but please, I want you to join me back with that same link. If you can, please join me back with that same link. They're gonna be shutting me out in a few minutes. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick breathing exercise before we end this, okay? So quick practice. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Let me see ready in the comment section. Are we ready? We're going to do a quick breathing exercise. Okay. Ready, set, go. So you're going to breathe into a slow count of 5. So we're breathing into a count of 5. Okay. When you breathe in, just say, I breathe in. Just in your mind, say, I breathe in peace. Okay. So breathe into a slow count of 5. I'm going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold that breath for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to let it out for 10. As you're letting it out, say, I let out stressors. I let out stressors. Just say it. Say it in your mind, okay? So I'm going to count to 10. Let it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, we'll take a 5 seconds break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready for another breath? 5 seconds breath. I'm going to count to 5. Take it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 5. Hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let it out for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Final breath. Say, I breathe in an abundant mindset. I breathe in abundance. 4. Final set. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All that for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let it out for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah. How do you feel? Did it make any difference for you? Let me know. Just leave me a chat in the chat box if you did it. So if you did it too, let me know. How do you feel? If you didn't do it, it's okay. You can try it anytime. Just do that. It takes less than 2 minutes. 1 minute, 15 seconds. Thank you. It felt good. 1 minute, 15 seconds to complete your stress cycle. How easy is that? How cheap is that? Feels good. Yeah. Very easy to do and as well, right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll move on very quickly. The third one is talk to people. Talking helps you complete your stress cycle. Say hello to somebody, a stranger, somebody you know. Just say hello. Just wave at people. Just say hello. Just say hello. It helps you complete your stress cycle. Compliment a colleague. Stand up from your desk. Have a quick chat with a colleague. Compliment people. Talk to people. Okay. That's the third one. It completes your stress cycles for you. Number 4, speak to a loved one. So if you're not feeling this stranger of a thing, pick your phone and call somebody you love and that loves you in return. Could be your husband, could be a friend, could be your family member. Call somebody. 2 minutes call, quick call. It helps you complete your stress cycle. Number 5, physical affection is fantastic. A quick kiss, a warm hug, a cuddle. Make it last for 20 seconds at least, right? Cuddle, you know, you can cuddle your child, you can cuddle your spouse, you know, just a hug, a quick kiss, right? 20 seconds, it helps you. Number 6, I'm sure you were not expecting this, cry. Science has confirmed that crying completes the stress cycle. Shocking, right? If you want to cry, my darling, cry. I'm not saying force yourself to cry, but crying relieves the body of the physical tension. Crying relieves the physical tension. Number 7, get creative. Any activity that increases energy, excitement, and enthusiasm. 3 E's. And energy, excitement, and enthusiasm. Any activity that brings those bursts, that burst of those 3 things, do. Okay? A creative sex style. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. Tell your kids a story. Paint, color, draw, sing, write, whatever it is that gives you a burst of energy, joy, and ginger. Do it. Okay? Do it. It helps you complete your stress cycle. Number 8, laugh. A good laugh from energy, enthusiasm, and excitement, aka energy, joy, and ginger, right? Energy, joy, and ginger. So number 8, I was saying laugh, right? A full night, a good laugh, a good laugh from the bottom of your belly. And you know all those laugh that comes from down. Laugh. Laugh helps you complete your stress cycle. Sleep or nap, a full night's sleep is one of the most potent ways to complete the stress cycle and restore your energy. Sleep well. Naps work wonders. You know what they call power naps. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, you just sleep. I know that you've done it before. 5 minutes sleep and you wake up, it's like they've reset your brain. If you've experienced, if you can feel, if you agree with that, let me see your comment in the comment box. That you just sleep for 5 minutes and you wake up, you know, especially during the day. No one can sleep will just be catching you. Just close your eyes for 5 minutes like this and you wake up and it's like they've reset the brain. Everything is now fresh. Naps work wonders. So try it. It helps you complete your stress cycles. Number 10, extend yourself some grace. Be kind to yourself. The way you show kindness to your best friend, show yourself the same level of kindness. You self, na person pikin. Be kind to yourself. Don't be too harsh on yourself. So which of these things will you try? Which will you try? Tell me, which one have you tried before that you think works? Which one are you going to be trying? Which one are you going to be trying? I think we might need to end this in, I'll end this on those notes. Just think on what I've just been saying right now. And then please join me back. Join me back, please. Join me back with the same link. I hope I'm able to use this same link. Right. So I'm going to end this now, and I hope you will join me back. Please join me back. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. So moving on. I was asking which one you guys are going to be trying. Which one are you going to be trying? Back in. Welcome. So which of these 10 things are you going to be trying? I want to know. Which one are you going to try? Leave me the one that resonates with you the most of these 10 things. Just one. No, I'm just asking for one no that you will do to complete your stress cycles. Okay, I'm waiting. Somehow, social media did not make it to the list because it can actually be a stressor. Number 2, I see you. Breathe. Yeah, I like that you're going to be trying that. So social media did not make it to the list because it can actually be a stressor. Bonus points, point 11, right? Shorten it for some time actually completes the stress cycle. Try it and thank me later. Go do a social media fast. Social media can be a stressor. I agree, crying helps. Yes, crying helps. I'm glad I have a witness in the house. Okay, so we move on. So to manage stress, okay, I'm glad 3 and 7, good. So to manage stress for the long term, right? Befriend the enemy, and that enemy is you. The subject you is one of the topics that is one topic that we delve in for weeks in my coaching program because it is the foundation. It is the foundation. Yeah, if you can leave me a message on my Instagram via DM, @RUTH ONI __, I will send you the complete screen. However, everybody is going to get the replay, so you can watch it again later and digest everything. Okay. All right. So here's what one of my clients had to say after we delved into you for a while during a time in my coaching program. Here's what she said. She said, I enjoyed the you model of the coaching framework the most. Focus on myself. This, she said, was our best part of the coaching framework. And it's the most important anyways, because it is the foundation, the first step, the first hurdle to cross. The enemy to befriend. You are the enemy to befriend. Okay, so we will move to secret 2. Break 7 myths affecting your health as a working mom and show you what you can do about it. I want you to know what is true and help you run with it. Okay, so we have broken 2 myths already, right? We've broken 2 myths already. Myth 1, I need additional help to reduce my stress level. Myth 2, if my husband can be more supportive, I will be less stressed. Now you know that it is totally in your hands to manage your stress levels, right? The key is in your hands. If you don't help yourself, nobody will. Will anybody breathe for you? Will anybody cry for you? Will anybody go and take that hug for you? Will anybody come, do any of all those things I shared for you? Nobody's going to do any of them for you. You have to do them yourself. So say this with me. I have the keys to managing my stress level. Say it. I have the keys to managing my stress level. It's not with my house help or my husband. I have the keys. Jingle the keys. Let me see. Jingle your keys. I know I can't see. I'm just joking. But yeah, jingle your keys. You have got the keys. If it is stress that is a problem, nobody can help you out. You have to help yourself. Okay, so moving on to myth 3. Myth 3. A lot of us believe that being healthy is not for everybody. Let me see your hands up if you believe that. Being healthy is not for everybody. A lot of when we see people going to the gym, be like, that's them. It's like you have time. We don't think that everybody should be healthy. If you're one of those who think that way, I want to see your hands up in the comment section. I want to see your hands up. But I have 3 questions for you. Who is being healthy meant for? What qualifies them? Why not you? 3 John 2. If you're a Christian, you can relate. The Bible says, I wish above all things that you be in good health, even as your soul prospers. So good health is a provision made available for everyone. Listen to these words of wisdom from Josh Billings. He said, health is like money. We never have a true idea of its value until we lose it. Health is like money. We never have a true idea of its value until we lose it. Being healthy is not a luxury. Being healthy is not a luxury. It is a necessity. You have to work towards being healthy. Nothing in this world is more important than your health. Nothing is more important than your health. Know this and know life. Prioritize your health. Being healthy is actually for everybody, especially you. So say this with me. Being healthy is for me. Very short. Being healthy is for me. Say it. Being healthy is for me. It's for me. It's for me. Being healthy is for me. Yes. Yes. I cannot see anybody saying anything. I know I've been saying long things, but this one is short. So just say it. Say it. Type it. Let me see. Being healthy is for me. I want you to type that. Being healthy is for me. Okay. Where is my best student now? Type for me. Let me see you. Being healthy is for me. Okay, I'll move. Thank you for lying me. I was waiting for you. You know they disappoint. Thumbs up to you. Being healthy is for me. Yes, that's right. Myth 4. Yes, Bola, being healthy is for you. It's for you. It's for you. Yes. Myth 4. Moms must be stressed. Yes, that was the question Bola asked earlier. Yeah, thank you, Zamaka. I see you. Being healthy is for you. Yeah, it's for all of us. Yes, it's not for a few people. It's for everybody. So the fourth myth, the fourth lie. Yes, being healthy.
If you're going to bring that one with plenty pictures for me.
You. Hey, who has unmuted themselves? For? Let me just mute that person so that. Oh, okay, cool. Right. Okay, so the next one is moms must be stressed, right? Moms must be stressed. We all think so. Even I thought so too. But now that we understand the science behind stress, we now know that stress is normal. It's synonymous to living. It's vital for survival. It's a constant K. You cannot wish it away. You cannot pray it away. However, maximizing you, that means knowing you, loving you, and growing you actually does so much more than I can say in this webinar, but it definitely unearths a harmonious life. What's the difference between a dance and a fight? Can somebody tell me one difference between a dance and a fight? We all agree that they are both movements, right? In fighting, we are moving. In dancing, we are moving. What is the difference between a dance and a fight? Can somebody tell me the difference between a dance and a fight? Let me count to 5. If I don't see any difference, I'll just say any difference that you can think of between a dance and a fight. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. 1, there's a winner in a fight. Yeah, well, that's a good one. Yeah, but that's not where I'm going. Okay, let me tell you what it is. We are dancing to a beat, right? When you're dancing to a beat. But when you're fighting, thank you. Fight, I like this one as well. Fight is aggressive, dance is exciting. Thank you. So in addition to that, right? When you're dancing to a beat. So whatever it is, the beat, you're dancing. But can you imagine fighting to a beat? Somebody punched your face. You don't have to wait for before you punch. Are they not going to finish that person? So when you're fighting, there's no beat. It's just, it's just a rough thing going on. Oh God, what is happening? My screen is paused. Why? Okay, I'm going to just resume share now. I don't know what just happened. My screen just disappeared. But yeah, can we see my screen now? Can we see my screen now? Let me see screen. If you can't see my screen, I know it went off for a second. Let me see screen if you can see my screen. Great, great. So yeah, thank you. For like me says that one is playing, right? If you're fighting to a beat, you're playing, right? So they are both movements, but one goes with a beat, the other doesn't. So imagine you're throwing punches in a fight based on beats, they will finish you. So when you maximize you, your stressors will come, but then you will be having a dance with them. It will not be a fight. It won't be aggressive. Like who said that thing about aggressive? I like that. It won't be aggressive. It will be a harmonious journey, because like I said, you cannot wish the stressors away. That's the only way we survive. But you can change your relationship with the stress by utilizing your own signature strength. If you're trying to copy the way I'm managing my stress, you might not be doing it well, because you have your own strength that has been deposited in you to manage your own stress. Can somebody write that for me? You have your own strength to manage your own stress, but you have to find your own stress. And how do you do that? By maximizing you, okay? So stress is not a must for moms. There are moms living a harmonious life, and you can too. It's all in you. Say with me, I live a harmonious life as a mom. I am not stressed. I live a harmonious life as a mom. I am not stressed. Let me show you what another of my clients said when she went through my coaching program. Let me just show you one more thing. One thing she said. What is going on here? Good. Great, we have that. She said, one of the specific results I got from joining the Healthier You coaching program is balancing my life with no pressure. Does that not sound like a harmonious life to you? Does that not sound like a dance rather than a fight? That can be your life. Thank you, Uzramaka, for typing that, right? That can definitely be your life. You can have a dance with your stress as against the fight. Okay, I'll move to myth 5. Myth 5 says self-love is selfish. A lot of us moms believe that self-love is selfish. A mom should not be thinking of self-love, self-care. What's all that? Let's discuss that with these 3 quotes. Quote 1 says self-love is not selfish. You cannot truly love another until you know how to love yourself. So you see some people that are attached to their children or their spouses in an unhealthy manner. Or you don't know that there's something called unhealthy attachment. Unhealthy attachment comes from an unhealthy kind of love. When there's resentment coming out of it, where you're expecting, it's like, do me, I do you kind of thing. Because I'm doing this, you must do that in return. You're expecting payback. You are always sacrificing. You are always sacrificing. I'm going to say this with a lot of caution. Even Jesus died once. Jesus gave his life once. And once he gave the life, if you miss out on that offer, that's you. Do you understand? In this lifetime, if you miss out on the offer of his life that he gave, that's on you. But he died once. So my point is, if you don't know how to love yourself, right? You cannot truly love another person. You have to love yourself in a healthy manner. And then you can dish out a healthy kind of love, not the one that will be vexing and angry that people don't love you in return. If you love yourself enough, the kind of love you give is not the one, is pure, is purer. Let me say purer. There's an unhealthy kind of love, and it comes from not loving yourself enough. Okay? Code 2 says it's not selfish to love yourself. Take care of yourself and make your happiness a priority. It's a necessity. It's not selfish to love yourself. Take care of yourself and make your happiness a priority. It is a necessity. Necessity means it is necessary. It is a must. Self-love, prioritizing yourself, should not be alien to you, because guess what? You get to live only once, and you only get this one body. service it well, maintain it well, so that it can last for you. I hope we get that. Code 3, how you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. So are you the one that is complaining, my husband doesn't care about me, he doesn't love me, blah, blah, blah. Even the kids say, they don't send me. Have you taught them how to love you? You've not taught them now. And it's not in words by saying, love me this way, love me. It's by showing them. Let them watch and learn. So you have to show them how to love you. Love your neighbor as yourself. I put as yourself in capital letter. Did you notice that? Love your neighbor as yourself. To truly obey that scripture or that statement, you need to love yourself first. If you want to love your neighbor well, you need to understand what it means to love yourself, because you're supposed to love them the way you love yourself. Okay? So say with me, I love me, I care for me, and I am not a selfish mom. I want to see somebody type that in the comment section. I love me, I care for me, and I am not a selfish mom. Say that with me. I love me, I care for me, and I am not a selfish mom. Let me know that I am not alone in this class. Let me see somebody type that. I love me, I care for me. Ah, my best students. Well done. You're doing well. Every other person, you're doing well too. I see you all. I know the timing is not the best for moms, but yeah, just manage me. I love me, I care for me, and I'm not a selfish mom. I see you, I see you, I see you. Yes, that's right. That is absolutely correct. So let's move on to myth 6. Myth 6 says, healthy living is expensive. Healthy living is expensive. I don't blame you though, it's social media. But let's discuss what is expensive about healthy living or self-care. What is expensive about it? Can you name one thing that you think is expensive about healthy living? Name one thing about healthy living that you think is expensive. Is it the food? They've told us, especially for those of us in Nigeria, that until you import it is not the healthier option, except it's imported, right? Or exercise, the gym wears, the trendy gym wears, all of that, they're very expensive. Gym subscription, is not small money, right? Self-care, you have to go to the spa, you have to go on a vacation abroad. All these things are lovely, okay? If you can afford them, but they are not necessary. There are cheaper, sustainable ways to go about healthy living and self-care, okay? So which of the 10 things I shared earlier will cost you an arm and a leg? Those 10 things we talked about closing your stress cycle, if you remember any of them, like you said, you're going to be doing 1, 2, breathing and all that. Which one of them is going to cost you an arm? None. Thank you. None. Absolutely none. See, healthy eating is very simple. If you forget anything in this class or in this webinar, don't forget these 2 things about healthy eating. Number 1, reduce your portion, moderation. Okay? If you want to do healthy eating, the first step is reduce your portion. Cut what you're eating in 2 or in 3 or whatever it is. Just reduce your portion. That's first thing. Moderation. Don't eat too much of anything. Even the healthy food, if you eat it too much, it becomes something else. Okay? So moderation is number 1. Number 2, eat food items that are close to the source as much as possible. So minimize your processed food intake. Those are the 2 key things when it comes to healthy eating. Moderation, eating food items close to the source as much as possible. So reduce your processed food, your canned foods and all that. Eat the ones that are close to source, close to how they harvested them. That's what I mean by source, okay? Exercise is simple. It's all about activity, intentional activity, okay? A dance, walking, running, playing with your children, getting acrobatic with your sextiles, right? Right? How much do those things really cost? How much does that cost? All the things I've mentioned now, how much does it cost? Does it? See, one of the big reasons why we don't last with our healthy habits is that we start with things we cannot sustain. We start with things that we cannot sustain. See, you need to start small. Start where you are. Use yam or a bottle filled with sand for your weights. If you want to do arm work, you don't have to go and buy the weights. You can use a tuber of yam, right? Healthy living is not expensive. But if you want to convince yourself that it's expensive, do you want to try the alternative? It's a spectrum, right? So every day, your actions or inactions move you either way on the spectrum. The spectrum, there's health on one side, there's illness and death on the other side. So whether you act or you don't act, they make a difference, moving you on either sides of the spectrum, okay? So you have to choose which one you want, right? So say with me, healthy living is not expensive for me. I start where I am. Healthy living is not expensive for me. I start where I am. And I love this quote so much. It says, it's better to take many small steps in the right direction than to make a great leap forward only to stumble backwards. It's better to take many small steps in the right direction than to take a great leap forward only to stumble backwards. Thank you for me. I see you. I see you. I see you. Myth 7, the final myth, right? I am busy and stressed. I don't have time for diets, for eating healthy, for exercise. I don't have time for all that. Another big reason why we don't last with our healthy living journey, aside starting what we can't finish, is that we are trying to build a new and completely different structure. Healthy living should be a normal part of our lives, not some strange, unusual new life. And that's why it looks like an extra stressor to us. So you've not been going to the gym before, you just suddenly want to start going to the gym, and you know you don't have the time to fit that into your schedule. How about you start where you are, like we said earlier, okay? So make it a lifestyle, integrate it into your normal day-to-day activities, and you won't be busy for it. How can somebody be too busy for their helper? A healthier you saves you from stress and burnout, helps balance your life and keeps you here for longer, fulfilling purpose. How will you be too busy for that? That's another amazing thing about the maximizing you concept. So you know yourself more, you know what you really need and what works for you to get you there. Not just some follow, okay? You can't be too busy to be alive. A healthier you helps you stay alive and strong for much longer. So say with me, I prioritize my health. I am not too busy to take care of my body. It's the only home I truly have. I prioritize my health. I'm not too busy to take care of my body. It's the only home I truly have. Okay? So when we hear healthy living, it's not talking about weight loss alone. No. It's talking about you being healthy, being fit, being, so some people are slim, but when they run up the stairs, they're panting, right? So it's about you being fit. It's about your spirit, your body and mind being in good shape. Okay? So don't think about when I'm talking about healthy now, your mind is just going to one, that lady that is fat, she's the one they're talking to. No, all of us need this healthy living thing. Okay? Right. That's the only way we keep our bodies in shape. All right. So secret 3, yeah, we're almost there. How has it been for you? Let me just rest my mouth for 2 seconds. How has it been for you? I'll probably take a sip of water. How has it been for you? I want to know. How has it been for you? Just leave me one word in the comment section. Let me know how it has been for you. Amazing. I see all the comments. Someone says amazing. Victory Tom, it's been amazing for you. Falayemi says it has been very enlightening. I love that. Bola says eye opener, definitely. Okay. Educative, thank you. So I also want you to leave me one takeaway, one thing that you are taking away from here tonight. One thing that you're taking away. I want you to leave me that. I want to see that, at least from a few people. What is one thing that you're taking away from everything I've been saying so far? What's one thing you're taking away? That, oh, this one, I think it makes sense. I will go and be doing it. Or, you know, what's one thing? Oh, I used to think this way before. Now I don't anymore. Whatever it is. What's one thing you're taking away? Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Let's see. I'm sorry for saying oh, yeah, oh, but yeah, I see a lot of my Nigerian people here, so it's okay. I'm not a selfish mom. Yay, I love that. Self-care is not selfish. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. To be selfish for myself. You have the key to managing your stress levels. Thank you. I love that. 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 Okay. So we move to secret three. Secret three. We're almost there, right? So here we'll be sharing the step-by-step blueprints for knowing exactly how to start your journey to a healthier and balanced life. And guess what? When you unveil this healthier you, right, it helps you naturally just manage your stress level. It just manages your stress level because you're on another level. So without the harsh diets, long exercise routines, slimming teas, what's the step-by-step blueprints? That's what I'm about to share with you right about now. Okay, what worked for me? What worked for me? I was stressed, my sisters. I saw stress and I knew it. Only me waka come with my children, toddlers practically, right? Working full time with a business. Note that I used to live in Nigeria and I used to have living help. And even then I was still complaining that I was stressed. How much more, right? Without a help, my husband not being around all week long, you know, I was just living day to day like some of us are, with the heavy load of stress on my head, palpitation, anxiety, body aches. Thank you, Uzo. Yeah, maximize you. That's right. Body aches, palpitations, everything. In fact, my productivity was affected. I tried all sorts. I bought books. I followed some pages on Instagram. I watched some videos. It wasn't really helping me much until I found the following that eventually worked for me. And that's the step by step that you can see on your screen right now. Step one, you, right? I enrolled in a PhD in the subject called me. You don't used to graduate from that school, but as you progress, your discoveries make your life easier. In this step, you maximize you. See, you have all you need deposited in you to make the best of your life. But you need to maximize those deposits by doing the following: meet you, love you, and grow you. That's what happens at this. That's what I did at this me stage, right? I unveiled me because I knew that I had the strength in me to manage my stress. Like I said earlier, the strength to manage your stress is in you. Is not in anybody else. Is not with anybody else. Okay. Step two, what do you want? That's the visualize stage, right? I figured out what I wanted and I wrote the vision and made it plain. When you meet the real you, you can authentically picture what you want. Guess what? And I know you will agree with me. 80% of our stressors, especially as moms, are people pleasing. Starting from our spouses to even people we don't know before. We're trying to please everybody. What will people say? Who are these people? Listen, when you know who you are, you can visualize what's your ideal life, what your life should, what you really want your life to look like, right? And then you translate what those mean for your health goals. What do I look like? What parts of my health should I work on to get me to where I'm going? Do you understand? Because your health is like the wheel that takes you to where you're going. No health, no life, right? Health is wealth, they say, okay? So when you know who you are, you can now say, what do I really, really want? Not what people want from me, not what people want me to do, okay? So when you're able to do that visualization, I then built a structure to get me there. Remember what we said about dance and fight, right? Remember what we said about dance and fight, right? Hey, this thing wants to shut me out again. Okay. Remember what we said about dance and fight, right? So if you know what you want, you have the potential to get you there. All you have to do is utilize your signature strength to take you there. A wise man once said, we don't rise to the level of our vision, we fall to the standard of our structure. So if you know all what you want, and you don't build a structure to take you there, you are wasting your time, okay? So then you can go on to execute the plan. No stress, no pressure, no burnouts, no people pleasing. You are just going in an harmonious way towards the healthier life that you deserve, okay? Okay, so moving on. So do you think that what I just shared now will make a difference for you? That if you could do this thing I just shared now, this thing that worked for me, right? Do you think it will make a difference for you? And if you think so, which I believe you do, I'm just going to go on to take another 8 minutes of your time to tell you a special offer that I have for you. Okay, I will just go on very quickly to share a special offer that I have for you. I can't see my best students in the chat box. Do you think what I just shared now will work for you? So this is my Healthier You coaching program. She's laughing. Okay, so when you join my Healthier You coaching program, I share my signature YVS framework with you in details. Step 1, we dig in and build up on self-love, on self-agency, and on self-advocacy. These 3 things I believe are very critical to help you maximize you. And we won't just be having conversations. I'll also be sharing tools with you that will actually help you unveil these things, okay? Right? The next step is visualize. I will share fun, tested and trusted methods with you to figure out what you really want out of life. And then we'll squash this thing that you want out of life, and then we'll determine how it impacts on your health and break them down into smart bits. And then we will build a structure. Remember, you don't rise to your vision, you fall to your structure, okay? So, and then we'll go on to execute. So I'm not just sharing quick tips here. We are talking about a sustainable lifelong journey, how you will not fall by the wayside. I'm going to show you all that in my coaching program. Here's what 2 of my clients had to say when they finished the program. One said that the LDRU program has been a mind-opening and mind-blowing experience for me. It has made me more intentional and consistent to see a change. The wheel of my life looks more rounded than it was at the start of the program. I will definitely recommend, particularly to those who desire to make changes to their health. The second person says, Healthier You coaching program has been refreshing and educative. It changed my view about life and has helped me balance my life without pressures. I recommend this program for married and single women. That's what my clients had to say. So this framework is specifically for busy working moms who are tired of being stressed, fed up with the overwhelm and burnout, desire a better option, better life, a more balanced life, ready to commence their LDRU journey, okay? So you might be thinking it won't work for you, but I promise you it will, because it has worked for other moms, new moms, moms of triplets, pregnant moms. It has worked for all sorts of moms, and so it will work for you. Second, if you feel like I've tried several things before, how do I know that this one will work? I promise you it will work. You just have to try to find out, right? Don't you? You just have to try to find out. So we get 6 weeks coaching program here. The 6 weeks coaching, if you check the market, is valued at $999, okay? I'll share a workbook with you with the tools you need, worksheets you need to help you maximize all that you will be learning. There are over 7 tools. All these are valued at $197. Then you also get bonus masterclasses just like this one, where I go into details on how to build an abundant mindset. I started the journey with a scarcity mindset, and that slowed me down. But I discovered the abundant mindset along the journey, and then it helped me. So you don't have to go through all that. I'll be sharing how you can go in with an abundant mindset, how you can manage your time and deal with procrastination, how to maintain these habits for the long time, right? All of this is valued at 1693. Okay, so guess what? I will also be checking on you twice every week to make sure that you are doing all that we discussed in the class, right? Make sure that you're implementing it. I'm like on your neck, breathing down your nose to make sure that we go on this LDR journey together, okay? And then you'll also have a lifetime community where you see other moms like yourself, gingering you, pushing you, encouraging you to actually go on this journey. And guess what? How much do you think you would give, right, in exchange for a healthier you? How much is worth a healthier you? So at this point, if you have questions, okay, just leave me the questions on the comment section. If you have any questions, leave your questions, okay? Please leave your questions in the comment section. I will take them. I'm seeing them, I will take them. So if you join the program now, guess how much I'm giving it for? $350 only. Or you need to get in to click that link to be able to benefit, okay? You need to get in and click that link to be able to benefit. That is how much the program is going for right now. Do you think that is worth your investment? Do you think that's worth your investment? I cannot see any comments again. You guys have left me alone here. Do you think that is what you invest? I can't see questions. If you have questions for me, leave them for me. I'm sorry, I'm kind of rushing now because Zoom is trying to log me out again. But yeah, I'm definitely going to share this replay with everyone so you can catch everything I've said. I know I rushed through the part of my healthier coaching program the more. But all the other parts, I dealt with that squarely. So if you have questions for me, leave them. Feel free to type your questions now. People, type your questions. If you have questions for me, go on and type your questions. If you have questions, if you don't have questions, if you have kind words for me, this took some time to prepare for. If you have nice, kind words for me, like, you gave value tonight, I'm happy to take all the compliments. Leave them for me as well, right? So in addition to the discount of giving it out for $350, the early birds within the next 2 weeks, if you sign up for this program, you will get it at $280 only. $280 only for my early birds people. Okay, so if you have questions for me, I'm taking questions. Leave your questions for me. And if this is something that you are interested in, please just click that, go to that link. I'm going to leave it in the chat box now, since you people don't want to talk to me. I'm going to leave that link. Just click that link, put your details in. You're not going to pay right now. We're just going to have a conversation around how you want to pay. Do you want a payment plan and all of that, right? We're still going to have a brief chat. So if you are interested, right, money is not the problem. We're talking about your health now. Just click that link, enter your details, and let us have a conversation, okay? So did we have a great time learning tonight? Did we have a great time learning tonight? I'm just going to end by saying that, yeah, thank you. I'm just going to end by saying that go and implement all that we've learned tonight. The YVS structure you can run by yourself. You don't have to wait for me. Just do it. Execute what we've discussed. I'm going to share the replay with everybody. You're going to get it. Just implement. That's what is most important. It's not all about getting all the knowledge. It's about doing. So go on and do it. Okay, I'm going to be logged off at any time now, and I'll say thank you so much for everyone for joining me. I'm so glad you joined me. I hope you learned a thing or two. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can see the kind words. Thank you so much. Follow me on Instagram, RUTH ONI __. check me out on YouTube. I have a few videos there that you would find useful as well. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for giving me hours out of your time tonight. And I say have a very good night rest. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye, my best student. I see you.